What's up guys, it's PatriotsMan here and I am back with another video. Today guys, on the channel we are going to be kicking off a brand new series. It's going to be called Survive and Thrive. That is going to be the name of our brand new series. Now it's going to be very similar to some wheel series you guys have seen in the past. However, we are going to put a Madden mobile twist on it and add some cool rules as well to guide us through this series. We are first going to go over the rules of the entire series, and we will hop into our very first game of the series here today. So we are starting with a base starter squad for this series. I will build the team via wheel spins through a combination of packs, challenges, and different mobile games, as well as a little bit of luck. There will be rewards for how long I can go in the theoretical season, and rewards for each win I get, which means the more games we win, the better our team gets. The further we get in the season, the better it will be in the long run. Every single episode, we're going to play 2 games. We're going to have only 1 game in this episode, obviously, because we are going over all the rules, and that is going to take some time. Now, the necessary wheel spins are going to be spun, and team upgrades are going to be made every episode. Before we start the current game, I will show where we stand in the season in terms of record, and we'll move right into the game. Now, how many different wheels are there going to be, and what will they be used for? Well, let's introduce you to the 5 wheels they're going to be used inside this series. First off, we have the main wheel. This wheel is going to be where all the action takes place. It's where all the rewards are going to be located and includes packs, challenges, and various mobile games, and other unique ideas. This here is the level wheel. This level is going to consist of randomized amounts of levels on offense or defense, which can be applied to the players on our team. It has its own jackpot related to levels as well. This wheel will be spun for winning games, and it may also be spun sometimes if we land on it in the main wheel. Our third wheel is the division wheel. This wheel consists of the 8 divisions in the NFL. It is spun only when we land on an epic or iconic select pack to make the select aspect a little bit tougher. Our fourth wheel is going to be the team wheel. This wheel is only used in a couple wheel spins to assist with the random aspect and unique spin ideas. It contains all 32 teams in the NFL. And finally, our 5th and final wheel will be the geometry dash wheel. We're only going to spin this wheel when we land on it in the main wheel in order to choose the geometry dash level we are going to play for the spin. So those are our 5 wheels in the series. Now, how many wheel spins will we get per episode? There's going to be 2 base spins each episode. We will have 4 wheel spins for this first episode to kickstart our team early here to help us out in our first season. Now, this is very important. Depending on if a mobile game challenge is landed on or not, some episodes may take longer than others, which means we could have, say, a 20+ minute episode. We could have a 10-minute episode. It all depends on what kind of wheel spins we get for the day. If we have to go play a different game, we may have a longer episode. So keep in mind, every single episode, again, we have 2 base wheel spins to start out with. We'll spin it twice, and we're going to have 4 wheel spins on this very first episode today. What do we get for winning a game? Well, with every single win, we will get to spin the level wheel 1 time, which again allows us to upgrade our players of various amount of levels. Whatever we land on is how many we get to level up our players with. And we will also get an extra main wheel spin in the next episode. So every single episode, we're going to have 2 wheel spins with a chance of up to 2 more, because we're going to play 2 games in each episode, which means we have up to 4 wheel spins every episode if we can pull off some wins. There's currently no penalties for losing a game. If you guys have any idea for a penalty for losing a game or anything like that, then let me know and I'll take that into consideration. But as of right now, I just want to build the team and start off the series, see how it goes, and we'll add that stuff in later if needed. Coming down to the final things, what does a quote season look like? Well, right here on the screen, this custom chart is going to be used to track our progress throughout the season. It's going to be shown at the start of each episode before we hop into some games. A season is going to have 12 regular season games with a full playoffs and a Super Bowl possible. As you guys see right there, we have a column for our game, our score, our results, and our record. So basically, our record and our scores will be shown here on this chart after every single game. Once we finish an episode, it will be updated. And once we start our next games, we will go ahead and show off this chart and see where we stand. So yeah, that's going to be it right there. Now, what do we need to do to make the playoffs? To make the playoffs, we have to have an 8-4 record or better to have that happen. Now, in order for us to have a first round bye, we have to have a record of 10-2 or better. And if I miss the playoffs the next season will automatically begin. So obviously, if we get into the playoffs, we'll play throughout that. If we miss the playoffs, the next season will start. Now, end of season rewards. While the team is going to completely reset after each season, I will get a next season head start based on how I did. To say that again, whenever we finish the season, we're going to reset our team. We're going to have a completely brand new team just like this. These base starter players, nothing extra added in. They're just a reset, completely empty team. And what's going to happen is, based on however we finished the last season, we will get to start that next season with extra wheel spins. So if we miss the playoffs, we will start the next season with no extra wheel spins. Missing the playoffs is bad. So we basically start over with this base starter team once again, but we don't get any extra wheel spins to kick it off. If we make the playoffs, which means just make the playoffs period, we will get 1 wheel spin. A step further, if we make the Super Bowl, we get 2 wheel spins to start the next season. And finally, if we go through an entire season, win the Super Bowl, we will get 3 wheel spins to kick off the next season, in addition to our base 2 wheel spins. If you have any questions about the series or any suggestions for the series, do not hesitate to drop a comment. I'll be here to guide you guys through the series. It should be extremely fun. But with that said, I think it's time to get into our very first wheel spins for the series. Again, today, we are going to be starting with 4 wheel spins and then playing 1 game today because we had to go through the rules. One last look at this team right here because it's about to change drastically. Let's hop into our first wheel spins of Survive and Thrive. Alright, here we are with the wheel. Let's do our very first wheel spin of the series. There are so many things to land on. We have 2 different jackpots. Let's see what we got in our very first spin. This is going to be awesome right here. Our first one is going to be 3 most feared Carnival uncommon players. Alright, so our 3 most feared Carnival uncommons. First one right here. Our first team upgrade is going to be an 85 DeAndre Swift. So we do have a running back, 94 speed to start off. Let's see what we got in pack number 2. Our second uncommon player, we're going to get Avonte Maddox. Okay, so we could upgrade the team with that, obviously. We have a team full of starter players, so eventually these guys will get replaced, but they're just starting off our team. And next one, Dante Fowler Jr. So we have 3 players to add to our squad. Let's go ahead and do it. Our first upgrade is going to be our DeAndre Swift, so let's unlock right there. Let's go ahead and put in DeAndre Swift. There is our running back number 1 for right now. That is good. Now we'll go over to our defense. We will unlock Cameron Dantzler. Let's go ahead and put in our Avonte Maddox we got, so that's a good upgrade right there as well. And finally, defensive end, we got a Dante Fowler Jr. That's our 3rd team upgrade. Let's hop into wheel spin 2 out of 4. Right, it is time. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's see what we land on. So many options once again, so much stuff we can get. Different games to play, all sorts of stuff. What are we going to land on? It's going to be an AKA Rare Select player. Alright, so let's check out our options in the AKA Rare Select pack. We have a Jason Verrett, we have a Chase Claypool, Greg Zuerlein, Daniel Jones, Donald Parham Jr., and Dion Dawkins. So I'm probably going to go for either Chase Claypool or Donald Parham Jr. We obviously only have a running back right now on offense and actually nothing else. So the question is, do we want a receiver or do we want a tight end? And honestly, I would say I use the tight end a lot more than a receiver, but Chase Claypool's stats are awesome for a receiver. So honestly, Parham is 6'8" and really good as well. Tough choice, but I am going to go with Chase Claypool right here. So let's go ahead and add him to the squad. He should be a pretty good upgrade for us. So let's see what we got right here. Survive and Thrive. Let's unlock Jalen Guyton. Let's put in our new Chase Claypool, 102 overall. That is awesome right there. We got 2 more wheel spins to go before we hop into our very first game of the series. Alright guys, let's hop into our 3rd wheel spin right here. Again, we may not have this many wheel spins in every episode, but we do have to kick off our team good right here. So let's go ahead and see what we get in our pack right here. We're going to get a Nightmare Player Pack. It doesn't seem like we're going to have a ton of stuff here inside our first pack. I believe it's only like a 250 Madden cast pack. Probably 2 uncommons. Let's see what we got here. First card is going to be a Dante Fowler Jr., who we already have on our team. Out of all the things we could have got, very unfortunate. And right here is going to be an Albert, someone, I don't know how to say that name. But good thing we didn't choose Donald Parham Jr. because we just got a tight end with solid stats for an uncommon. So we're going to add him to the squad. We can't add Dante Fowler, but we can add the tight end. So let's go ahead and add him to the squad. Little upgrades to start out. We will replace this Cameron Brate and go ahead and put him on the squad. So now that's what our offense looks like. We got Chase Claypool, DeAndre Swift, and Albert someone. And then our defense is Avonte Maddox and Dante Fowler Jr. We have one wheel spin to go. Let's hop right into it. We have now removed that pack from the wheel because I do not have any more of that pack. I only had one Nightmare Player pack. So one less thing on the wheel. But anyways, here's our next spin. What is it going to be? It's going to be a Field of Fear Epic Select Pack. Let's see what our options are inside this Field of Fear Epic Select Pack. So we've got a Laramie Tunsil, a Christian Okoye, an Antoine Winfield Jr., and a Darren Waller. So many options here. I'm probably not going to go with Okoye or the O-Tackle because those guys are not really going to help the team. Now we could go for Darren Waller. We could go for Antoine Winfield. Let's check out the stats. Antoine Winfield is pretty average. Darren Waller is pretty average as well. Now, do we want to go offense or do we want to go defense? Because right now, we don't really have many positions. I do have a tight end. I do have a receiver. Do I want to go for Antoine Winfield? And honestly, I don't think defense will make a big difference right now because of the fact that my team isn't that great. But I think I should start to build the defense at least because of the fact that I don't have any defenders. So for that reason, I am going to go with Antoine Winfield Jr. in this pack because we do have to start getting some defenders and start building that eventually. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's get Antoine Winfield Jr. instead of the Darren Waller because we did get a tight end in one of our other packs. Let's go ahead and put him on the squad right here, Survive and Thrive. Defense, let's unlock our Jordan Fuller and go ahead and put in Antoine Winfield Jr. So there's our new defense. We got two players in the secondary, one on the D-line. We have a receiver, a running back, and a tight end. So I think it's about time, guys, to hop into our very first game of the series. Like I'm going to do every single episode, right here is where we currently stand. We are 0-0. Obviously, we have not played a game. Right now, we have 12 games to go in the season. And yeah, let's hop right into that very first game. Our team sits at a 2,345 overall, and we have an extremely even matchup right here in our very first game. We should definitely take advantage of this even matchup and get off to a good start in the season so we can get our win reward and start off just right. Amari Rodgers on the return, the base kick returner. So here we go. Let's start off with a run play and test out our brand new players. We'll go halfback plunge. DeAndre Swift behind a terrible O-line. He gets about 6 or 7 yards on the play. Let's go ahead and do double drags right here. We'll mix up the play calls. Jalen Hurts should be a force on our team. There we go to our 85 overall tight end who picked up the first down. Another 7-yard gain. Let's go PA slot crosses here. See if we can get anything going. We might have to scramble with Hurts. That's not going to happen. Let's throw it deep. He's going to have an inaccurate pass. Let's actually run the ball. 2nd and 10, try to get that run game going. It did work in the beginning. DeAndre Swift out the middle. Nice gain down to the 39-yard line. A really good gain for the team right there. Let's go ahead and do halfback stretch to the outside. DeAndre Swift is currently cooking, so let's go ahead and keep it going. He's going to be stopped at about the line of scrimmage. He does lose a yard. So it's now 2nd and 11. What are we going to call? Let's go long pass. Let's go dagger, try to get a short pass going. It worked the first time. Quick pass right here to DeAndre Swift. We do get 7 yards on the play. Let's keep it going. Halfback lead dive. We're trying to score a touchdown and win this game. DeAndre Swift's been cooking so far. Can he keep on cooking? We got a first down and more. Down inside the 20-yard line. Let's go with mesh right here. Try to get it to our tight end. We get a touchdown here on the play. Let's go ahead and see. Rolling out to the right. Hurts is going to get sacked, so we do lose 6 yards. Nothing comes easy when you're playing with the starter team. It may look easy, but it is definitely not when you're trying to play with these guys. Let's go wide receiver corner. Can we get a good pass right here from Hurts to the B receiver? Oh, almost picked off. That would have been terrible. 3rd and 16. What should we call? We don't have a really good team, so we don't have any bailout players. Maybe Chase Claypool? Does Chase Claypool run a route here? He does. B. Can we go Claypool? We might go Y. Can Hurts hit it? He does. Zach Gentry, a starter card, to 1st and goal at the 5 on 3rd and 16. Clutching it out. Can we get DeAndre Swift in the end zone? He dives. Touchdown, our first touchdown of the series. There we go. We are now currently in the lead. We'll see how it goes. To X and Zach Gentry once again with the catch. It is now 8-0. We got points. His first drive, was a touchdown. So it's currently 8-6, one drive, and we have the advantage. Let's try to keep that advantage and get our first win of the series. We'll let this bounce out from Amari Rodgers and get started here. Let's go ahead and choose a long pass. Let's go. Actually, we'll run the ball. Running the ball was working great on that very first drive. We'll go toss here to DeAndre Swift to the outside. DeAndre Swift down the sideline with a ton of yards before he's tackled to the 40 of the Buccaneers. That is awesome right there. There we go. Let's see. Let's go wide receiver drag. Can we get anything going? To the outside, we'll throw it short to DeAndre Swift. He's been our workhorse so far. He only gets 3 on the play. Let's go 0-1 trap right here. Let's not make any mistakes so we can pick up this win. Third down, 3rd and inches. We'll flip toss to the left, and DeAndre Swift is going to be our workhorse once again. He does get the first and more inside the 25-yard line. There we go. Let's go PA slot crosses. That treated us good at the very end of our last drive. Hurts, set your feet, throw it to Gentry, and he falls into the end zone. Touchdown. There we go. Can we get the lead here, or maintain our lead at least, with this 2-point conversion? He throws. Gentry's got it once again. Too easy. 16-6. They do score once again. It's a 16-12 game. So we have no room to mess up on this drive, or we could lose our very first game of the season. We have to take advantage of this even matchup in our very first game. We got the kickoff here. Our very crucial drive to kick off the season, starting 1-0, would be awesome. We're trying to win every game that we can. Some games may be difficult. Some games we may make a mistake. But Amari Rodgers with a really good return on the first play of the game. Let's get that run game going. DeAndre Swift's been great so far. But if we face harder teams here in the future, we may need a new running back that can actually, play well. A lot better than Swift. 2nd and 3 at the 45. Can we scramble with Hurts? We cannot. But there's A, and he holds on to it. Our brand new 85 overall tight end to start off our team. To the 37-yard line. Swift's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage for a 1-yard gain. The 36-yard line. Let's go long pass. Honestly, it's safer to actually do a short pass. I don't want to make a mistake here. Let's go inside cross. Let's go ahead and do this. And boom, Zach Gentry for a first down. There we go. What a great play right there. So we now have a first down at the 26. A good start so far. Let's go DeAndre Swift once again. He's only going to pick up 2 on the play. Double drags. Either going to go with our new tight end or go to Zach Gentry again. Gentry is going to be open. He's going to have a first down once again. So Gentry so far and Swift are the 2 MVPs of our very first game. Can Claypool get open? We might want to use our Claypool here a little bit. I throw that. I should not have thrown that. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? What am I doing?
2,
We messed up right there.
1.
Oh my goodness. And we do win. We are absolutely bailed by our opponent. The question is, how did our opponent not score? What an absolute clutch by our defense. If so, what happened here? Jalen Hurts intercepted, so that's not me. Sam Darnold intercepted by Kate Curl. That's one of our starter base players. So we do walk out of our first game with a 16-12 nail-biting W after we do not score on the final drive. I thought I'd be able to get to Chase Claypool, and he was covered. They picked it off on the sideline. And our base starter safety comes in clutch. It wasn't our 113 overall Winfield. It was our base safety. So he may be the brand new MVP of the game. Let's wrap up this episode. This is our very first spin of the level wheel in this series. Let's see what levels we're going to be doing for our offense, defense, whatever it is, to add to our squad, help ourselves out to kick off the series. We're going to be able to upgrade 3 levels on offense. I can use it all on one player, or I can spread it out amongst multiple players. Let's go ahead and check out and see what we can do. So we get to add 3 levels to our offense anywhere that we want. Now the only players we can level up are Chase Claypool, DeAndre Swift, and our 85 overall tight end. Now I'm probably not going to go with Chase Claypool because he's already a rare player, so he should be decent for our squad. But I do want to upgrade one of these 85 overalls that are currently on our team, even though they may be replaced eventually by someone in a future episode. So let's go with our tight end. Actually, let's go with our DeAndre Swift. We'll level him up 3 times. He's going to get, I believe, a +2, +2.1 overall. So he's going to come out to an 87 overall, so a small little upgrade. Nothing too crazy, but a win reward nonetheless. So our DeAndre Swift is a little bit better, not too crazy, but he is upgraded. So that's good right there. That's going to round out our very first episode of the Survive and Thrive series. In our next episode, we will have 3 wheel spins. We're going to have 2 to start out like every single episode, and 1 extra for our 1 win here today. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video, the first episode of Survive and Thrive. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.